Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived the daughter of a merchant whose name was Belle.
Hi, I'm Belle. That means beauty.
The thing Belle enjoyed most of all was reading while her father went off doing merchant things. Belle, I'm off to do some merchant things.
Father, who will watch after me while thine is traveling?
I will leave that responsibility to Garçon, the second most brave and strong man in the village.
The second most? What happened to the first?
Yeah, you don't want to know. What the merchant did not tell Belle was that he had lost most of his business due to a storm at sea. Wouldst thou like a gift when I returned from my travels?
Thy return shall be gift enough, dear father.
Oh, Belle, as my beautiful and only daughter, I love you so much. I'll give you anything at all. Anything you ask for. Anything.
Ooh, can I have a puppy?
A rose, right. Good idea. Yeah, I'm bringing you a rose.
But I said a puppy.
Oh, Belle. Hark! I hear Garçon approaching. I shall leave now. And so Belle said goodbye to her father and sent him off on his journey.
Farewell, father. Garçon arrives.
Ah, a perfect selfie. Oh, hey, Belle.
Father has left and put you in charge of my safety.
I was just gonna totally check up on you every once in a while. You're a big girl, you can take care of yourself. Ta-ta. And so Belle was left all alone to take care of herself.
I hope my father is safe in his travels, for there is a rumor that a foul and horrible beast roams the woods.
As the father explored the woods, he came across a great castle surrounded by rose bushes. Ah, 'tis the perfect flower for my daughter Belle. Ah, 'tis the horrible beast spoken of in legend and song. Ah! It wasn't long after that Belle received a message from her father.
Father has been captured by the foul and horrible beast and is trapped inside the castle. I must get Garçon. Garçon, father has been captured by the foul and horrible beast and must be rescued from the castle in the woods.
Look, I totally would, but I have a handsomeness and strength competition this afternoon, so I totally can't fix it in. Ta-ta. And so Belle was forced to set off to the forest to rescue her father herself.
I shall have to set off to the forest to rescue my father myself.
And so Belle set off for the castle where her father was held captive by the foul and horrible beast. Oh, foul and horrible beast, I've explained 1,000 times. I meant no harm and did not know that it was your rose. Yeah, tell it to the judge. Oh wait, the judge is me. You're my prisoner now. Well, at least you're letting me keep the rose, right? Hey, give me that back. Jeez, didn't you learn anything? My only hope is that my daughter Belle will send Garçon to come and rescue me. Yeah, Garçon. He sounds like a wimp. Bring him on. Hark! Garçon approacheth. Ye shall be sorry. He has many a trophy head of an animal on his walls. Enter, for the door is open, and I fear ye not, Garçon. But when the door opened, it was not Garçon, it was Belle.
Father, is thou in the castle?
Belle, why is he here? Surely Garçon is not far behind.
He was kinda busy, so I came instead.
Garçon!
Father, is thou not happy to see me?
You have placed yourself in grave danger, for the foul and horrible beast is in this very room. Oh, hello.
Ah, 'tis the foul and horrible beast, written of in legend and song.
In person. Now come over here so I can get a better look at you. Trust him not, Belle, for he is full of cunning and tricks.
But father, you cannot remain in the castle with such a foul and horrible beast. I shall take your place instead.
But Belle, you are my only daughter and much beloved. I could never place you with such a foul and horrible beast. Hey, can you lay off the foul and horrible for a while? Jeez, I have feelings, you know.
But father, I am young and spry, and you are old and frail. I shall be able to survive the beast.
Oh, so you think I can't do this, huh? You think I don't have this under control?
Father, 'tis no time for foolish pride. Be on your way.
Yeah, get out of here, old man. I kind of like her better anyway. Oh, Belle, fear not. I shall send Garçon to save you. Oh yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that guy. And so Belle took her father's place in the castle, living with the foul and horrible beast.
Foul and horrible beast, why are ye so wicked?
Yeah, I guess I was just made that way.
You'll be sorry. My father will not give up until I am safely returned home.
Yeah, to me it looked like he left the first chance he got.
Foul and horrible beast, what shall I do all day in your castle?
Yeah, you don't look like you'd be much of a maidservant. Do you like reading? Belle was intrigued, for she liked books very much.
Did you say reading?
Yeah, there's a whole bookshelf behind you. Jeez, didn't you see it? And so Belle would spend her days reading in the castle, worrying about her father, and wondering when she was going to be rescued.
I wonder when I'll ever be rescued.
Well, there's more than one way out of here, you know.
Who are ye?
I am Mrs. Measuring Cup. I am just as much a prisoner of this castle as you are.
Why for ye wear such strange headgear?
This is no hat, for I have been turned into a measuring cup by an evil sorceress.
She turned you into a measuring cup?
Aye, and the beast was once a man.
Once a man? But he is so foul and horrible. Surely he has been a beast forever.
He was a beastly man, 'tis true, but a man nonetheless.
And so Mrs. Measuring Cup explained that the beast had once been the prince of the castle.
And so that is why he is so protective of the roses.
Yes, the moment the last rose dies, he will remain a beast forever.
Geez, you think he'd put up a better security system.
And I will also remain a kitchen appliance forever.
Mrs. Measuring Cup, couldn't you simply remove it from your head?
Nope, wouldn't even consider trying it. I'm a measuring cup.
How dost thou wash thine hair?
I put the shampoo in the measuring cup. Jeez.
And so Belle would spend her days talking to Miss Measuring Cup and reading books, but she was still worried about her father.
Why has my father not come to rescue me yet?
Perhaps it's because he doesn't care about you as much as I do.
Foul and horrible beast, thy lie. How could such a foul beast care for me?
But it was true, the beast was getting feelings for Belle. I'm kind of getting used to having her around here. She's not so bad.
Beast, do you think that she will develop feelings for you in time?
Yeah, of course she will. I may be a beast, but I do have my charms.
I hope you are right, for I do not wish to remain a measuring cup forever. It ain't no picnic.
That night, as Belle was reading, the beast approached her. Oh, Belle, I have something I've been wanting to tell you.
Yes, foul and horrible beast?
I don't suppose you could ever learn to love such a foul and horrible beast as myself, could you?
Love? I'm not so sure, for thine is keeping me captive.
But you have to stay here. Your father stole the rose, and you took his place.
I cannot change what my father has done, 'tis true, but I will not be able to love thee as long as thee keeps me prisoner.
This made the beast sad, for he loved Belle very much. Belle, too, despite her harsh words, had felt her heart softening toward the beast. Tell you what, you can go visit your father for a week, but you must return.
You would trust me?
Take yonder magic mirror so thou can check in on me from time to time. And so Belle took the magic mirror and set off to return to her father.
I shall return, beast, for thine has placed thine trust in me.
But the beast feared that Belle would never return and he would remain alone in the castle till the end of his days. And so Belle returned home to her father. My dear Belle has returned! Oh, Belle, I'm so happy to see you returning.
Father, the beast said I could stay a week.
A week? Nonsense, ye shall stay home forever now.
But my promise to the beast.
Promises are for gentlemen, and the beast is no gentleman. And so Belle stayed with her father, but after a week she began to wonder about the beast.
I feel bad about breaking my promise to the beast, and I do miss Mrs. Measuring Cup. I shall use the mirror to check in on them.
But when Belle looked into the mirror, she saw that the beast was in trouble. And so Belle headed back to the castle.
I must go back to the castle.
But when Belle arrived at the castle, someone was already on their way out.
Garçon!
Oh, Belle, I totally took care of that beast for you. Ta-ta.
Beast! Oh, Beast, what happened to you?
Yeah, I think that blonde guy took a hedge trimmer to my rose bushes. I don't feel so good.
Will you remain a beast forever?
There is but one more chance, the tears of a true love, but alas, that shall never happen.
Oh, Beast.
But then Belle's tears had a magical effect.
Beast, thou hast changed.
Whoa! Back to my true form at last!
That's your true form?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe. I'm so much more handsome now.
I kinda thought you'd be more, handsome prince-like.
Only the tears of a true love could bring me back to my original form. So I guess we'll be getting married soon.
Oh, well, that's a big commitment, and we probably shouldn't just rush into this.
You want me back as the cat again, don't you?
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble.
Fine.
Whoa, Beast, you're back!
Oh, sure, you like the way I look now.
Sorry, I guess I am a little shallow.
Yeah, that makes two of us, so I guess we belong together.
Can my father come live in the castle?
Yeah, I guess so. Just keep that surfer dude away from this place.
What about Mrs. Measuring Cup?
You know what? This thing does come right off. I could have left any time I wanted.
Yeah, she never was the brightest bulb in the bunch. And so Belle and the Beast lived happily ever after. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl by the name of Rapunzel.
Hi, I'm Rapunzel.
Rapunzel had the longest hair in the land. But Rapunzel was kept locked away in a tower by an evil witch.
I'm the evil witch.
Rapunzel's only connection to the outside world was a window. Every day the witch would yell up to the window.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Then Rapunzel would throw her hair down to the witch. Then the witch would climb up Rapunzel's hair. Then the witch would go into Rapunzel's window. So how did Rapunzel become the prisoner of the witch?
My parents made some bad decisions. My dad had an unhealthy obsession with the plant called Rapunzel.
Rapunzel is so good. I would do anything for more of this Rapunzel.
One day when he had eaten all of his Rapunzel, he noticed that there was some growing in the neighbor's garden.
Oh man, I sure need some more Rapunzel. Whoa, that's all the Rapunzel I'll ever need.
And so he began stealing Rapunzel from the garden, not knowing it belonged to an evil witch.
I have no idea this belongs to an evil witch.
But one day the evil witch caught him taking her Rapunzel.
Hey, stop taking my Rapunzel.
I ain't do it.
I shall tell the king and have you locked away in a dungeon.
Oh please, not the dungeon. Anything, I'll do anything to stay out of the dungeon.
Then perhaps we can arrange a deal. You may continue taking all the Rapunzel you want, but in return, you must give me your firstborn child.
But my father was foolish and thought he could trick the witch.
Firstborn child, eh? I'm not even married yet. Oh sure, yeah. That sounds like a good deal. Firstborn child in exchange for Rapunzel? Let's do it.
And so the pact has been made. Ah ha 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 ha!
And so my father kept on eating Rapunzel, never realizing that soon he would marry and his wife would have a child. Then one day a baby was born, me.
Oh little one, I shall call you Rapunzel after all those plants I stole from the neighbor's garden. My deal with the witch. The firstborn! Oh no!
And sure enough, one day the witch came to take me away.
You don't want to go to the dungeon, do you? Now the baby is mine! Ah ha 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 ha! Surely she has many powers after her parents ate all that Rapunzel. I will lock her in the tower so nobody can get her. Man, I sure could use some more Rapunzel right now. And so Rapunzel remained locked in the tower for years and years with only the witch for company. She was very unhappy.
I'm so unhappy.
Little did she know a handsome prince was watching the witch come and go every day. I spy a fair maiden in the window above. And so one day, the prince called out, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Sure enough, Rapunzel threw down her hair. And so the prince climbed up Rapunzel's hair. Rapunzel backed away, frightened. She had never seen a prince before.
Who are you?
I'm the prince.
I've never had a visitor besides the old witch that has kept me here all these years.
Yeah, that's a shame. What is thy name?
My name is Rapunzel, after the plant that grows in the witch's garden.
Well, Rapunzel, I have a feeling we're gonna get to know each other very well.
I should like that very much, for thine is very handsome.
Yes, I know. And so every day, the prince would come to the castle and call out to Rapunzel, and she would pull him up, and they would talk all day. Hey baby, this has been going on for weeks. Let's say we go out on a real date.
But I can never leave the tower.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna bring along a rope. We'll go out on the town. That old witch will never know. And so Rapunzel was very excited, and she began putting on makeup to get ready for her big date. Why for art thou putting on makeup? Is thou going out on a big date?
Oh yes, I'm so excited.
Aha! I thought I heard voices other than thou in the tower. Who has been visiting ye?
Well, he's a prince, and his name is Paco, and...
A prince? Ye has violated my trust. I shall cast ye out into the wilderness forever.
Oh no, not the wilderness. Please let me stay locked up in this tower.
Be gone!
How am I gonna get out of this tower?
Oh, I have a plan.
So the witch cut and cut till all of Rapunzel's hair was cut off.
The magical hair is mine!
Wait, that hair was magical?
Now climb this hair down and be banished to the wilderness forever.
Doesn't that take a lot of upper body strength? I might fall and get hurt.
Be gone!
And so Rapunzel lowered herself to the ground and began to walk through the wilderness.
Man, that did take a lot of upper body strength.
So that night the prince came calling, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair."
Hark, the prince! 'Tis time to see if we can catch a fly.
But when the prince looked up, he did not see Rapunzel. Instead, he saw the witch.
Aha! I've tricked thee!
The startled prince fell into the briar patch below.
Ha ha ha! Thou hast fallen into my briar patch of blindness.
Ouch, this is incredibly painful. And so Rapunzel wandered alone through the wilderness until she came upon a stretch of woods that looked just like a hallway.
These woods look like a hallway.
And there upon a tree stump she saw her beloved prince. "Rapunzel, is that you? I can't see."
Oh, Prince, what has happened to thine eyes?
"That foul witch has blinded me with her briar patch."
Oh, Prince, this is all my fault, for I accidentally revealed our secret to the witch.
At least we're together again one last time.
One last time? What dost thou mean?
The briar patch contained poison, and I fear I shall be dying soon.
No, my handsome prince, no!
And Rapunzel held the prince and began to cry. But then something magical happened.
Handsome prince, what has happened?
Wait a minute, I feel a lot better now, and I'm starting to see again.
The witch said my hair had healing powers, but she has cut it off.
Yeah, but one of your tears got in my eyes. I think that did the trick.
Oh, Prince, then you shall be saved?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Let's say we go out on that date now, eh?
Sounds good to me.
And so Rapunzel and the prince lived happily ever after. When the evil witch heard that Rapunzel had cured the prince and they were now living happily, she flew into a jealous rage.
No! 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 No!
This is a story of a girl named Snow White.
Hi, I'm Snow White.
Snow White lived in a cottage in the woods with 7 dwarves. Actually, one dwarf with 7 personalities. But our story doesn't begin here. Our story begins with an evil queen.
I'm the evil queen.
The evil queen was very vain, and she spent much of her time looking into her magic mirror. Almost every day she would ask the mirror,
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
and the mirror would always answer, "Mighty queen, it is true, the fairest in the land is you." This would please the evil queen, who is very vain, but little did she know that in her kingdom was born a child. Her parents named her Snow White, for her skin was as white as snow. And it wasn't long before the baby Snow White grew up to be a beautiful young maiden.
That's me.
So one day the evil queen asked the mirror her usual question.
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
But then the mirror said, "Thou is fair in all, 'tis true, but Snow White 'tis fairer than you." This enraged the queen, who declared that Snow White must die.
Snow White must die!
And so the wicked queen called upon her most fierce and cruel hunting dog.
Hello!
O fierce and cruel hunting dog, thou art the fiercest and cruelest of all my hunting dogs.
Yeah, I know.
Find this Snow White, take her out alone into the forest, and you know what to do next.
Should I lick her face?
No! I have declared that Snow White must die.
Oh, okay, right.
Be gone, fierce and cruel hunting dog.
And so the hunting dog went off to find Snow White. Snow White happened to be wandering nearby, and she stopped when she saw the fierce and cruel hunting dog.
Grrr!
Fierce and cruel hunting dog, dost thou mean me harm?
Well, I'm not here to lick your face.
But why dost thou mean me harm? I have done no wrong.
The evil queen doesn't like you being the fairest of them all.
It's not my fault I'm the fairest. I didn't ask for it.
Sorry. Orders are orders. Come on.
What dost thou mean to do to me, hunting dog?
Oh, I was probably just gonna eat you up.
Couldst thou not simply tell the queen that you have eaten me up?
That would be lying.
But your lie would spare my life, and I would be grateful forever.
I don't want to get in trouble over this.
There will be no trouble. I promise to hide in the woods for the rest of my days.
No, all right. But you better hide good.
Thank you, cruel and vicious hunting dog.
And so Snow White ran off into the forest, and the hunting dog returned to the queen.
So, cruel and vicious hunting dog, thou hast returned so soon. I trust thou hast followed my orders.
Oh yeah, definitely follow those orders.
Thou does not seem so sure. Where is this Snow White?
Oh, she's right here in my tummy. Yum yum.
We shall see.
And so the evil queen raised her mirror and said,
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
Thou is fair, this much is true, but Snow White is still fairer than you.
Uh-oh, I'm out of here.
And so the evil queen knew that she had been tricked. So she began to hatch an evil plan.
I shall hatch an evil plan.
Snow White fled through the forest until she came across a little cottage.
A little cottage. I shall hide here.
Snow White began cleaning up the cottage so she could stay in it, but then she heard a sound at the door. Snow White did not know that the cottage belonged to 7 dwarves. Actually, 1 dwarf with 7 personalities. What is thou doing in our cottage?
Sorry, sir. My name is Snow White. I did not know that this home is occupied.
Didn't know it was occupied. Like the story then.
Sir, what has happened to thine voice?
Oh, sorry, sister. That was just one of my other personalities.
That's a little distracting.
Oh, well, for someone who just came into my house, you're acting awfully rude.
Couldst thou please let me stay? As you can see, I can clean.
Say you come to clean. Well, I guess this place could use some cleaning around here. I reckon you can stay.
Dost thou have different names for different personalities, such as Happy, Sleepy, or Doc?
No one ever named my personalities, 'cause no one ever talked to me anyway.
Okay then, I'll just get back to cleaning up around here.
And so Snow White stayed with the dwarf with 7 personalities and lived in secrecy for some time. Meanwhile, the evil queen had come up with a plan.
I have disguised myself as an old peddler.
Hark, someone is at the door.
Hello, dearie. I am an old peddler with a beautiful flower crown for you.
Old peddler, I have no money.
Then this one shall be a gift.
But Snow White did not know that the crown was an enchanted one that would harm her if she put it on.
Thank you, old peddler.
Remember, keep it snug on your head.
What a strange old woman. Wait, I don't feel so good.
But when Snow White fell to the ground, the crown was knocked off and she was saved.
I must have fainted.
And so that night the queen asked the mirror,
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
It ain't you, sister.
My plan must have failed, but I have another, enchanted pearls that will cut through her neck.
And so the evil queen set off to Snow White's. But when she opened the door to the cottage, she was met with a surprise.
Hey, how you doing?
Strange little man, I am looking for Snow White.
She went out shopping or something. Ooh, can I see those?
But these are for Snow White.
Oh, I'll make sure she gets them.
Okay, well then, she better.
But one of the dwarf's personalities was a hoarder. These will go nicely in my hoard. And so that night, the evil queen asked the mirror,
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
Yeah, it's still Snow White. You didn't get her.
Dang it! But then perhaps some poison fruit shall do the trick.
And so the evil queen set off to the cottage again. This time Snow White answered the door.
Old peddler woman, thou hast returned.
Yes, dearie, how did the flower crown suit ya?
Actually, it made me faint, so I'm not trying that one on again. Guess you get what you paid for.
Well, to make it up to you, I have brought you some perfectly ordinary fruit.
Aw, yeah, fruit.
Eat the fruit. Eat it while I'm right here so I can be sure it tastes good.
Good idea. It does taste good.
And so at last the evil queen had succeeded. And so Snow White fell into a deep, deep sleep that appeared to be death. Soon the dwarf came home.
Crikey! Snow White, what happened?
And the dwarf found the poisoned fruit. Methinks this has been poisoned. Oh, Snow White! But try as he might, the dwarf could not revive Snow White. Snow White! At that moment, a nearby prince heard the dwarf's cries. Oh, what is that? Sounds like a dwarf in distress. When the prince arrived, he found that Snow White had been moved to her room.
Oh, Snow White! Snow White, what has happened to you? Oh, Snow White!
The dwarf did not notice that the prince had arrived. Maybe I can help out here. But Snow White lay there perfectly still. And so the prince placed a single kiss upon her fingertips. Hope she doesn't mind. And the kiss of the royal prince brought Snow White back to the land of the living.
Snow White, thou hast awakened. The prince's kiss has awoken you.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Well, I'm just gonna leave you two little lovebirds alone.
Oh, Prince, thou hast saved me.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do around here. You know, save princesses.
But I am not a princess. I am just Snow White.
Not a princess, eh? I think we're gonna have to change that. And so, after many well-chaperoned and supervised dates, the prince and Snow White began to fall in love and got married. The evil queen, who had no idea that Snow White was still alive, was even invited to the wedding.
I wonder who the prince is marrying. Probably not someone as fair as me.
Snow White recognized the evil queen right away.
Hello, evil queen, or should I say, peddler that tried to kill me 3 times.
4 times counting the dog. How is thou still alive?
Never mind that. Stay and ye shall receive your punishment.
Yeah, put on yonder enchanted shoes. And so the evil queen did as she was told, and put on the enchanted shoes.
Please show mercy, Snow White. What do these enchanted shoes do?
We thought since this is a wedding, a little dancing wouldn't hurt.
And so the queen's shoes began dancing with her in them. They danced and danced.
Make it stop, Snow White!
I am not Snow White, I am your queen, and you are being punished for trying to kill me.
And so the evil queen danced and danced, long past the point of exhaustion. She danced so much a hole opened up beneath her and swallowed her into the earth.
Well, I guess that's the end of the evil queen.
Yeah, 'tis a pity she was dancing so well. And so Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after. Hi, my name is Geppetto, and this is my son, Pinocchio.
Hi, I'm Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is a real little boy, but he didn't used to always be that way. It started a long time ago. I'm so lonely. I've been making toys my entire life, but I've never had a child of my own. I have an idea. And so Geppetto made the most realistic marionette he'd ever made. You're the finest marionette I've ever made. I shall call you Pinocchio. But I wish you were a real child. But Geppetto did not know that the blue fairy had heard his wish and had come to grant it.
You must be Pinocchio. With my wand you shall come to life.
And so Pinocchio began to talk and move.
Where am I? Who am I? Who are you?
I am the blue fairy. I have used magic to let you talk and move.
Am I a real boy now?
No, Pinocchio, you are a toy that can talk and move.
How do I become a real boy?
You can become a real boy in time, but it will take courage, honesty, and love.
Are you my mother?
No, Geppetto is your father. He made you. You must obey him.
And so the next day when Geppetto woke up, he was overjoyed to find that Pinocchio was alive. Pinocchio! You're moving! How did this happen?
The blue fairy visited me last night. She heard your wish.
And so you're a real boy?
Not yet. She said I need to earn it.
The fairy is very wise. We will send you to school to learn.
Yes, Father. I will go to school to learn and become a boy.
And so Pinocchio left for school. But it wasn't long before Pinocchio ran into a sinister character.
Hey, kid, are you going to school?
Yes, I'm going off to learn, and then I'll become a real boy.
Who told you that? Real boys have jobs. Come with me and I'll put you to work. You'll make money, then you'll become a real boy.
But I'm supposed to go to school. My father said so.
Real boys make decisions for themselves. Come on.
Seems legit.
And so Pinocchio left with the sinister stranger. And so the sinister stranger put Pinocchio to work dancing up on a stage. People paid money to see the dancing puppet without strings. But at night, Pinocchio grew weary and wished to go home.
Sir, I grow weary and wish to go home.
Weary? Home? You're working for me now. And so Pinocchio prepared to spend the night on the stage, and he was very sad and missed his father very much. Luckily, the blue fairy had been watching Pinocchio all day, and she came to rescue him.
Pinocchio, I am here to rescue you.
Oh, blue fairy, I'm so happy to see you.
Pinocchio, you were supposed to go to school. Why didn't you?
Oh, I did go to school. I just came here afterwards.
Pinocchio, are you lying to me?
Why would you say I'm lying?
But Pinocchio, your nose grows when you lie.
Whoa, when did that happen?
Oh, Pinocchio, you have so much to learn.
Can you fix this? Can we just go home to Geppetto?
Come with me, Pinocchio. I think I know what we need to do to fix this.
And so the blue fairy took Pinocchio back home.
First, let's take care of that nose. Abracadabra.
Oh, you fixed it.
Now you must take care not to lie again, or your nose will grow back. And next time, I might not be able to fix it.
Blue Fairy, why did I lie?
Because you're not a real boy yet, you don't have a conscience.
How can I ever become a real boy if I don't have a conscience?
I know. I'll give you a conscience of your own. A sort of guide, if you will.
Great, what's it look like?
Well, he's right over there on the chair.
The cat.
Hello, it's me.
His name is Jiminy Kitten, and he'll help you make tough decisions.
Jiminy Kitten, that's so cute.
So, you're the one who doesn't have a conscience, eh?
Yeah, I need someone to help me make decisions such as whether I should listen to sinister strangers or not.
Well, that's an easy one. Don't.
Well, I better get some rest. I have to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, don't let me stop you. And so the next day, Pinocchio said goodbye to Geppetto and went off to school. It wasn't long before Pinocchio ran into the sinister stranger.
Hey, kid, ready to go back to work today?
Oh no, I'm not supposed to listen to you, sinister stranger. I'm supposed to go to school.
Who's been talking to you?
Fairies, cats, an old man who thinks that toys can talk, you know.
Oh, well, you can't go to school today anyway. It's closed. Today's fun day.
Fun day? What's that?
Oh, well, when the school's closed, all the kids go to a place called Pleasure Island. It's lots of fun. I'll take you there. Come on.
But my conscience, Jiminy Kitten, told me not to listen to you, sinister stranger.
But the school's closed. If you want to waste your time while all the other kids go to Pleasure Island, that's on you.
Well, if the school really is closed, I guess there's no point even going.
That's right, that's right. Come with me. I'll take you right to Pleasure Island.
And so Pinocchio went with the sinister stranger. And so the sinister stranger took Pinocchio off to Pleasure Island, where he played lots of games. Pinocchio was having so much fun playing the games, he didn't notice that something strange was happening. Pinocchio was starting to grow a donkey tail.
What is that?
But soon another change was happening. Pinocchio was turning into a donkey. The sinister stranger would sell him to go work in the mines.
What's happening to me? I need to get out of here.
And so Pinocchio fled from Pleasure Island. When Pinocchio returned home, the ears and tail were gone.
Oh, thank goodness I'm back to normal. The magic must have worn off when I left the island.
Yeah, I see you took my advice and didn't listen to strangers.
I'm sorry, Jiminy Kitten. I should have listened to you.
Yeah, while you're listening, you're gonna like this. Geppetto's gone.
Geppetto's gone. What happened?
Well, when he heard you went to Pleasure Island, he went out on a boat, but a whale came and ate him.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, maybe the fairy will be able to do something, I don't know. So Pinocchio wished for the fairy to come help him.
Oh, fairy, please come help me.
But the fairy did not come. Pinocchio wished and wished, but the fairy would not return.
I guess I'm gonna have to go rescue my father myself. The ocean!
And so Pinocchio set out to sea to find his father.
I'm so scared, but I must find my father. This is all my fault.
But soon the mighty whale surfaced.
Oh no, the great whale! Ah!
But the whale swallowed Pinocchio whole.
I must be inside the whale. Father, are you here?
Pinocchio!
Father, where are you?
I'm over here! Follow my voice!
I'm coming, Father. Father!
Oh, Pinocchio! I knew you were in here! Look! I found your hat!
Thank you, Father, but how are we gonna get out of this whale?
I'm not sure. Do you have any ideas?
I wonder if we can use this feather from my hat.
How's a feather gonna help us get out of a whale?
All we have to do is make him sneeze. Tickle, 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 tickle.
So Pinocchio began tickling the inside of the whale's throat with the feather. I think it's working, Pinocchio. The whale's starting to move.
Come on, whale, you can sneeze.
It's working. He's gonna sneeze.
Father!
The whale sneezed them all the way back to dry land. Pinocchio! But Pinocchio was unconscious. Pinocchio! Pinocchio! And so Geppetto took Pinocchio home. Oh, Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Please, Blue Fairy, come and save him.
Geppetto, what has happened to Pinocchio?
He has courageously saved me from the mouth of the whale, but I fear it is too late for him. Oh, Pinocchio. Then the fairy saw that Pinocchio had possessed courage and love, and she took pity on him and cast her magic to restore his health.
Father, I feel so strange.
Pinocchio! The fairy has saved you!
I have only rewarded his bravery and love.
Oh, thank you, good fairy. Sit up, Pinocchio.
I feel so different now.
That's because you're a real boy now.
I'm a real boy now?
Oh, Pinocchio!
Yes, Pinocchio, you are a real boy.
I have just one question.
Yes, my dear child?
Can I still keep Jiminy Kitten?
Of course you can.
And so Pinocchio, Geppetto, and even Jiminy Kitten lived together happily ever after.
Don't you just love a good fairy tale?
Make sure to hit that thumbs up. That way you can keep seeing more videos like this. Subscribe to Baby Teeth 4, Baby Teeth More, and our Jillian and Addie channel. Bye guys, thanks for watching. And then we do the awkward thing where we wave.
Where's Paco? Where's Paco? Where's Paco?